Twitch is treating Twitch Prime subscribers by giving them a 1-2-month Nintendo Switch Online subscription for free. For context, Twitch Prime is part of Amazon Prime, which costs $12.99 per month. Given an annual Nintendo Switch Online package only costs $19.99 a year, it's probably not a great deal unless you are already an Amazon Prime customer. But for those already signed up, it will be a welcome extra. While it's notable news for bargain-hungry Switch owners, it's also interesting to see Nintendo and Twitch join forces for the promotion. And shows the Japanese console maker is searching for ways to maintain and stoke interest in its fledgling online service, which grants access to online multiplayer deals, discounts, and other perks. Those interested in the offer will need to claim 3 months of Nintendo Switch Online straight away, before coming back in 60 days to net the remaining 9 months with Twitch, no doubt, putting that caveat in place to stop people signing up and then bailing once they have got the goods. Everything you need to know about the deal is right here, on the Twitch Prime offer page, which also features an extensive FAQ. So go and have a gander. Hiroki Totoki, current CFO of Sony, says cloud gaming could pose a threat to traditional physical consoles, like the PlayStation down the line. But he does not believe it will do so in the near future. That's according to comments from Sony's latest quarterly conference, translated by Twinfinite, in which Totoki addresses the risks and opportunities facing PlayStation in the next 5 years. According to those translations, cloud gaming rendering physical consoles obsolete is an extreme example of a potential threat. But Totoki says it will be much longer than 5 years before that is the case. As for risks in the more immediate future, Totoki says that the rise of cross-platform free-to-play games could be considered a possible threat, though he notes that relationships with third-party partners will help Sony mitigate any negative effects from the risk factor. His comments come just as the PlayStation 4 surpasses 91.6 million sold, a milestone hit around 5 years into the PlayStation 4's lifetime. However, momentum for the current generation of consoles is slowing down, as noted in Sony's latest financial reports, and the company is hoping that network service and add-on content sales will help mitigate that potential volatility in its hardware business going forward. The online game platform Roblox continues to be a juggernaut for the under 18 age group. Based on the company's own internal statistics, Roblox now sees over 1 billion hours of engagement per month, according to comments picked up by Pocket Gamer. The company says this means it's well on its way to rivaling platforms like YouTube and Netflix in terms of hours of content consumed for both the under 13 age group and the 13 to 17 age group. Roblox is a sandbox game platform that, while free to play, allows developers to create content on levels for its sizable user base in exchange for a slice of whatever premium currency those creations bring in. Media estimates released by the company last summer predicted that it would pay out as much as $70 million to those developers in 2018, nearly double 2017's estimated payout. In 2017, 2 of the platform's top creators walked away with $2 million in earnings each. For its recent growth, Roblox Corporation says that increasing globalization, the introduction of new features and customization, and developer creativity have helped the platform keep its upward momentum in recent years. Zynga has agreed to purchase Empires, puzzles developer Small Giant Games, The company will initially acquire 80% of Small Giant, a $560 million, comprised of $330 million in cash and $230 in unregistered in the common stock. It will then purchase the remaining 20% over the next 3 years at valuations based on specified profitability goals. For those unfamiliar with the name, Small Giant is the Helsinki-based mobile studio behind Empire's Puzzles, a match 3 battler that features additional elements like base building and social alliances. Since being launched 80 months ago, the game has repeatedly broken into the top 10 grossing charts in the App Store on Google Play, and has racked up over 26 million downloads. Zynga believes Empire's Puzzles has the ability to become a forever franchise, and claims the deal will also allow it to expand its own game pipeline. We have been impressed by the quality and momentum of Empire's Puzzles, as we add another forever franchise into Zynga's portfolio, said company CEO Frank Schiebel. Small Giant has created an innovative game that delivers a unique player experience that engages over the long term. We are excited that Small Giant is joining Zynga as they enhance our next phase of growth. This interview is part of our Road to EF series. You can find the rest by clicking here on About, which has been nominated for Excellence in Narrative. Sees the player returning to their life after being possessed by a demon, and follows their decisions as they face a greater imminent darkness. Gamasutra spoke with Dave Gilbert, writer, developer, and programmer for About, to talk about the nuances of drawing the player into your characters and stories, how control over the narrative can grant a greater sense of immersion, and the thoughts that go into making player decisions that truly matter. My name is Dave Gilbert, and my primary role on the game was as a writer, developer, and programmer. I downloaded Adventure Game Studio way back in 2001. After spending about 5 years making freeware games, I decided to give the full-time commercial developer thing a whirl, and have not looked back since. We have published over 15 games, including the Blackwell series, Primordial, Gemini Rue, Techno Babylon, and most recently, on About. Back in 2013, I read an interview with a former BioWare writer about how she longed for the ability to skip the combat sections in narrative-based RPGs. The logic was that action-based games let you skip the narrative, so why not the reverse? This sounded like the point-and-click game of my dreams, the classic, party-based branching narrative of an RPG. But in a point-and-click adventure game, sign me up. Someone was bound to make that game sooner or later, but nobody ever did. So in a fit of hubris, I decided to make that game myself. On About was the result. We primarily used Adventure Game Studio, a freeware tool that is used to make point-and-clickers. The engine is a bit dated these days, but it handles so much of the grunt work, and it is everything we need right out of the box. I wanted to start the game off with a bang, and the visual of starting the game in the middle of an exorcism was too good to pass up, and after playing around with the idea, it fit the themes of the game perfectly. It gets the players invested. It gives you a reason to enter this supernatural world, and it gives you a clear goal to achieve. As for why that idea specifically, I do not know. It just came to me from that place that all ideas come from. When it came to me, it just felt right, so I went with it. Sometimes that happens. There are no hard and fast rules for this kind of thing. Any rules are theories I come up for myself. I tend to set on fire whenever I start a new project. That's it. The key thing for me is to make it personal. I try to make an emotional connection to the characters and stories I'm creating, because that's the only way I can build that same connection with the audience. You cannot fake that kind of connection. So building that within myself is what I spend a lot of time doing.